New US policy can boost Indo-Afghan security ties. What is new US policy in Afghanistan? What is the significance of this new policy? Why US policy change on Afghanistan matters for India? GS Paper 2, Effect of Policies and Politics of Developed and Developing Countries on India's Interests. What is the context about? The new US policy in Afghanistan is an opportunity for India-US-Afghanistan cooperation on security as well as development issues, says Afghanistan's Chief Executive Abdullah. India has been helping Afghanistan for the past 16 years in many ways. The United States has been helping Afghanistan for the past 16 years. Our cooperation had a security element throughout, like the helicopters India transferred, or training Afghan troops. What was added to that was the announcement of the US policy, which is an opportunity to take this relationship to the trilateral level as well. What is new US policy in Afghanistan? President Trump outlined a revised vision for the US war in Afghanistan, and unveiled his Afghanistan policy to win a war that has stretched for over 16 years. It is aimed to institute a policy aimed more squarely at addressing the terrorist threat that emanates from the region. Thus he rules out Afghan troops' withdrawal. President Donald Trump has said a hasty US withdrawal from Afghanistan would leave a vacuum for terrorists to fill. However, the US president warned it was not a blank check for Afghanistan. America will work with the Afghan government, so long as we see commitment and progress, he said. What is the significance of this new policy? The new approach would be more pragmatic than idealistic, and it gave no timeline for ending the US presence in the country. It put pressure on neighboring Pakistan, warning that the US would no longer tolerate it offering safe havens to extremists. Recognizing India's critical role in furthering peace and security in the South Asia region, Trump appreciated India's contribution to stability in Afghanistan. It would prevent nuclear weapons and materials from coming into the hands of terrorists and being used against us or anywhere in the world. Why US policy change on Afghanistan matters for India? For India, Afghanistan is the gateway to Central Asia, and a stable Afghanistan with greater access will go a long way in fulfilling India's objective. A wider presence in Afghanistan will give India greater leverage in dealing with the terror groups like Al-Qaeda and the Islamic State, which are trying to establish their Indian footprint. Their groups are currently using restive regions of Pakistan and Afghanistan as their gateway opportunity to the Indian subcontinent. Now, with the US policy change seeking an enhanced Indian role, Indian companies have an opportunity to invest more in Afghanistan. Also, Afghanistan in future can emerge as a big push for Make in India initiative for India's nascent defense industry, as the country would need a sustained military supply. A stable Afghanistan, which is fiercely against Pakistan, can in fact give India strategic advantage by providing a valuable military base in future, overlooking both Pakistan and China.